In the fast-paced world of artificial intelligence, 2023 marked a pivotal moment as Google faced off against Microsoft in a heated AI war. Google and Microsoft went head-to-head in a serious battle over artificial intelligence. Google had some hiccups dealing with Microsoft's progress, but they hit back with their new language model Gemini. Today, we're going to dig into what Gemini is all about, what it can do, how good it is, and how it compares to the popular GPT-4. Our goal is to give you a simple and complete look at this new chapter in the AI story. Gemini, introduced by Google this year, is a big deal in the world of artificial intelligence. It's here to take the place of older models like Lambda and Palm 2, similar to how GPT-4 did before. But what makes Gemini stand out is that it doesn't just learn from text, it understands sounds, images, and videos too. When Sundar Pichai, Google's CEO, talked about Gemini at the googleA.i conference, he called it a multimodal large language model. That means Gemini doesn't limit itself to just understanding written words. It's like upgrading from a basic tool to a super versatile one that can handle various types of information. Gemini's strength lies in its ability to gather information from different sources, giving it a broader view of what's going on. This sets the stage for a new era in AI, where Gemini's multi-talented skills outshine the older one-trick models. Now let's get into what Gemini can actually do. Google showcased Gemini's talents at the googleA.i conference, and it turns out it's pretty impressive. First off, Gemini is a pro at understanding videos in real time. You show it a video, and it can tell you what's happening as it unfolds. Imagine someone drawing a duck on a video. Gemini can watch it happen and confidently say, "That's a duck." And it doesn't just do this in one language. It understands and responds in multiple languages, making it a versatile communicator. But here's where it gets mind-blowing. Gemini can keep track of things in an ongoing video. For instance, in a game where you have to find a ball under a cup, Gemini doesn't just figure it out initially. It remembers where the ball is, even after the cups are all shuffled around. It's like having a super smart buddy who never loses track of things. Gemini is not just about videos. It's also a wizard at connecting the dots. You know those simple drawings with dots that form a picture when you connect them? Gemini does that, and it's so good that it might make your 5-year-old's dot-to-dot skills seem a bit old-fashioned. But wait, there's more. Gemini can generate things on the spot, like creating images as you ask for them. It's like having an instant artist in your pocket. And it doesn't stop there. It can even whip up some music based on a prompt. Not just any music though. You can throw a request like 80s hair metal, and Gemini delivers. It's like having a personalized DJ at your command. One standout feature is Gemini's ability to handle logic and spatial reasoning. Give it 2 pictures of cars, and it can tell you which one would go faster based on how aerodynamic they are. This means Gemini is not just about understanding things. It's pretty good at making logical decisions too. Gemini models. Now, let's explore the various versions of Gemini. It comes in 3 sizes: Nano, Pro, and Ultra, each tailored for specific purposes, making Gemini adaptable for different needs. Starting with the smallest, Nano, designed to run smoothly on devices like Android phones, it's a compact Gemini that conveniently fits in your pocket. Next is the Pro size, a versatile model suitable for a range of tasks. It's like your everyday Gemini, reliable for various situations. For those seeking the powerhouse of the Gemini family, we have the Ultra size, akin to the Magnum XL. This version packs extra capabilities and power, ideal for heavy-duty tasks or anyone wanting the top-notch Gemini experience. In the United States, you can already test Gemini through the Bard chatbot. Keep in mind that the Bard uses the mid-range version, not the top-tier Ultra. Even though it's not the largest, it's still a dependable performer. If you're considering Gemini for your projects, here's the lowdown. The Nano and Pro models are set to be available on Google Cloud starting December 13th, allowing you to dive into Gemini's capabilities. Regarding long-term plans and monetization, Google's strategy is yet unclear. Microsoft, for example, introduced Copilot, powered by OpenAI's Chatgpt, which is integrated into Office programs and costs $30 per person per month. Copilot could contribute over $10 billion in annualized revenue for Microsoft by 2026. We'll have to wait and see Google's offerings and revenue projections. Google mentioned that it would begin by licensing Gemini to customers through Google Cloud later this month, with prices starting as low as $2 per month. The future developments and strategies in this space will surely be interesting to observe. Now, let's dive into how well Gemini performs and how it measures up against its competition, especially the GPT-4 model that had everyone talking before Gemini stepped into the spotlight. Well, Gemini Pro, the mid-range version, shows its capabilities in various situations, but when it comes to benchmarks, which are like standardized tests for AI, it doesn't outshine GPT-4 in most cases. It's like doing well in class but not acing every test. Now here's where it gets interesting. Gemini Ultra, the top tier, is the one turning heads. It not only matches GPT-4, but outperforms it in almost every category. One standout achievement is Gemini Ultra becoming the first ever model to outperform human experts on a massive multitask language understanding test. It's like acing a really tricky exam that covers a wide range of subjects. This sets Gemini Ultra apart, showing that it's not just good, it's exceptional in handling complex language tasks. But there's always a but. When it comes to the Hell Swag benchmark, Gemini Ultra falls short compared to GPT-4. This benchmark evaluates how well the AI can finish a sentence that's kind of vague and ambiguous. It's a test that's easy for humans, but a bit tricky for AI. GPT-4 seems to handle this kind of test better, which is a bit surprising. To understand a bit more about how Gemini became this powerhouse, let's peek into the technical side. When it comes to training Gemini, Google used version 5 tensor processing units. These are like the brains of the operation, powerful chips that process information. But it's not just one chip doing the job. It's a massive team of 4,096 chips in what they call a superpod. Now this superpod has a dedicated optical switch. Think of it as a super fast communication line between the chips. It's like having a direct hotline so they can share information quickly. This is crucial for training Gemini efficiently. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The superpods can shapeshift, not literally, but in terms of their connection. They can dynamically reconfigure into 3D torus topologies. Picture it like a group of people forming different shapes to solve a puzzle. In Gemini's case, it's about reducing the time it takes for the chips to talk to each other, making the training process more efficient. Now, the scale of Gemini Ultra is so massive that they go beyond a single data center. It's like having a city-spanning team with different bases talking to each other. This ensures that Gemini Ultra gets the information it needs and can handle the workload effectively. When it comes to the training dataset, Google went all out. They gathered information from everywhere: web pages, YouTube videos, scientific papers, and books. It's like Gemini's library, and it's stocked with a bit of everything. But of course, they didn't just throw in everything they found. They filtered it out for quality, like picking the good books from the not-so-good ones. Now here's where the human feedback comes in. After gathering data, they used reinforcement learning. This is like learning from feedback. If Gemini gets something wrong, it adjusts based on that feedback. It's the process of fine-tuning its skills, like a student learning from their mistakes. So, in a nutshell, Gemini's technical details involve smart chips working together in superpods, a speedy communication line, shape-shifting connections, and a vast network of data centers. It's like a well-coordinated team with a well-stocked library, learning and adapting to become the AI powerhouse that is Gemini. And wrapping things up, Gemini seems like a promising player in the world of artificial intelligence. It brings a lot to the table, from understanding videos in real time to generating music based on prompts. However, it's crucial to manage expectations. Gemini is not a magic wand. It's a tool with its strengths and areas for improvement. Real-world applications will truly put Gemini to the test, and only time will tell how well it performs in various situations. So if you're excited about the future of AI and the possibilities Gemini holds, keep an eye out for its availability and updates. It's like waiting for a sequel to see how the story unfolds. If you've enjoyed this journey into the world of Gemini, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more updates in the world of business and technology. Thanks for joining us on this exploration, and we'll catch you in the next one.